Hi, it's Mike from LuxBlocks.com, and look what we have today for our creature feature. I am so impressed with what this kid did, because what they did was they used a few features we've talked about on the show. They have on here four appendages that look kind of like legs or tentacles back here, and they really do move. I don't know if I can show you that motion here, but it's unbelievable how well these things move. It's crazy. Okay, so you have all this motion in the back of your creature, and that can be for latching onto things, either a rock or maybe prey, right? So you have these beautiful, or maybe they're legs, they're more like tentacles though, but they have gorgeous motion. And then what we have here is they are attached, you see that, they are attached onto a square cupola, okay, but the triangles are actually, of the cupola are actually where these legs are rooted. They come out of the square portion of the cupola right here. Okay, so maybe it's the bottom of the creature. And then what we have here is we have a elongation of the cupola with this prism, this octagonal prism. Another cupola here. So this is an elongated bicupola. And then what they did here, they put a gyrobicupola. The square is hooked onto another gyrobicupola. If you don't know what a gyrobicupola is, go back to the video where I talk about bicupolas and gyrobicupolas, because that's what this is. It's a gyrobicupola. And they finished the creature off with the most amazing thing I've seen yet. They have here, this pink and black thing is a cupola, but then what did they do? They put on these four attached membranes that do this crazy thing. I'm going to show you if you can see that. They open up. I'm going to close this. I have more room here. They open up into like this flower shape. Do you see that? And this whole thing will actually move. It'll open and close. Look at this. This is crazy. Do you see that? It's almost like it's muscular. It'll just snap close. The whole thing moves together like a machine. It's just basically an extension of the cupola, and these things will fold around. And again, this reminds me of a Venus flytrap or something, because it will fold around and grab onto something. It can and make a cage, like a cage. And an animal like this might have either teeth, or this one might be so primitive it might actually have a gut sac that comes out inside this little cage it made. Grab onto the prey and pull it back in, or it might inject. It might actually inject inside this little cage here. It might inject its abdominal fluid, its digestive juices, and the creature will just sit inside this cage and slowly digest. And this creature will just suck in the nutrients from the digesting dead animal inside of its cage. Awesome. So this creature looks like it would have many, many survival adaptations and make it pretty treacherous. You know, it might want to eat another creature like the one we made, like maybe this creature over here wouldn't have a chance against this creature. Maybe it would just be totally devoured by this creature. And that's another thing you could do with your class and creature features, is talk about whose creature might have the most chance of survival in comparison to the other creatures in the class. Because some kids are going to come up with ideas that are very, very smart, that might make their creature both a predator and a very clever animal to get away from a predator too. So this creature looks like it really is a predator. That flower is not really a flower, but it's a giant mouth with arms that come around and grab onto things and pull them into its mouth or its stomach. It's awesome. Good job, kiddo. And these legs were great too. Look at these legs. They're just crazy cool. So that's our creature feature for the day. And I'll go over it one more time. The person here made a four-leg appendages with triangular prisms attached by three trigons and a square that would bridge them. So you have a triangular prism. It's blue here, the triangular prism. Then a one square with three trigons on each side. And that's what makes that hinging motion. That's what allows that hinging motion. That's how this is made. This is a cupola. The bottom's a cupola, and it's elongated cupola, meaning they added a prism here, an octagonal prism. They made another cupola on top, and they added gyrobicupola here for some kind of thorax head. And then here they used, if you can see here, this is a cupola, okay? But then they added these membranes. They added membranes here. They added these, first they probably put these purples on here, these two strips of two around, and then they added this membrane, which basically is these 5 yellow, right? I don't think with black right now. And they just surrounded it, the tip is black, they surrounded it by trigons, okay? So the trigons give this thing all that motion, mechanical, it's like a door. The whole thing just shuts right up. It's just so beautiful. Great job. It's Mike, Creature Feature, luxblocks.com.